It's another day in Galveston, and the Gulf is still rough. Those waves are leftovers from Hurricane Raphael, still churning out there. Since we're not boarding the Regal Princess today, we're making the most of it. We'll start with a drive down Seawall Boulevard to Pleasure Pier, then head across the island on 25th Street past some of Galveston's beautiful historic homes and seaside architecture. From there, we'll swing by the port to see what cruise traffic looks like today and take one more look at the ship we were supposed to be on. Then, after coffee at Starbucks, we're cruising through the Strand to wrap up our ride. Let's get rolling. We're driving east along Seawall Boulevard, just outside the Hilton Galveston Island Resort, right next to the Rainforest Cafe with its distinctive mountain facade. The Gulf of Mexico is wide open to our right, with no buildings blocking these stunning ocean views. The surf is still active, stirred up by the remnants of Hurricane Raphael, making for some impressive waves crashing along the shore. Seawall Boulevard here runs right along the top of the historic seawall, a massive engineering project built after the devastating 1900 hurricane to protect Galveston from future storms. Today it stretches over 10 miles and remains the city's first line of defense, as well as a scenic roadway offering beautiful panoramic views of the Gulf. On the left side of the road, you'll pass a variety of beachfront hotels, resorts, and restaurants, all catering to visitors looking to enjoy Galveston's sandy beaches and ocean breeze. There are several public beach access points and parks along this stretch, popular spots for locals and tourists alike when the weather is calm. Let's take in these views and the unique mix of natural beauty and lively attractions that make Seawall Boulevard one of Galveston's most memorable drives. As we approach Pleasure Pier, you'll notice the excitement of this iconic landmark reaching out over the water. Originally opened in the 1940s and then rebuilt after Hurricane Ike, Pleasure Pier is a full amusement park featuring a Ferris wheel, roller coaster, and a variety of rides and games, all set against the backdrop of the Gulf. It's a vibrant centerpiece of the Seawall area and a must-see for anyone visiting Galveston. We'll leave Seawall Boulevard at 25th Street, also known as Rosenberg, turning inland to explore more of the island's historic neighborhoods. Now we're headed north on 25th Street, also known as Rosenberg Avenue, leaving the ocean behind as we make our way toward the harbor. This stretch of road cuts straight across Galveston and is lined with a great mix of residential homes, historic architecture, and a few small businesses tucked in here and there. If you enjoy classic seaside charm, you'll love this drive. There's something nostalgic about the old homes and weathered porches. As we approach Broadway, keep an eye out for one of Galveston's most recognized landmarks, the Texas Heroes Monument, also known as the Victory Column. It was dedicated in 1900 to honor the heroes of the Texas Revolution. It's an impressive statue standing tall in the middle of the intersection and a reminder of the island's deep history. From here, the neighborhoods start to shift as we get closer to the port. You'll notice more industrial buildings, rail lines, and signs that we're nearing Harborside Drive and the cruise terminals. Cruise Terminal 25 is just ahead. This is where the Regal Princess would have been docked today if our cruise had gone forward as planned. Instead, she's been moved down the pier a bit, out of the way as repairs continue. Still, there's something about being there on cruise day, the ships, the setting, the sense of what could have been. Let's take one more look as we roll up to the port. We've turned right onto Harborside Drive, headed east just a few more blocks into the heart of Galveston's port area. Even though it's cruise day, things are unusually quiet. Only one ship is in port and it's not even visible along this stretch. No lines, no buses, no crowds, just an easy drive along the waterfront. To our right is the edge of the Strand Historic District with its 19th century buildings and a lot of Galveston's local charm. We'll loop back through there soon, but right now we're focused on one thing ahead. And then there she is again, the Regal Princess. She's docked just beyond the historic terminal, still being worked on. This is the ship we should have been boarding today, and seeing her like this just stings a little bit more. My niece Haley summed it up with some lively commentary, definitely speaking for both of us.
Dang, look at it. That's ours.
And there's steam coming out again.
That's our ship. We're supposed to be on that ship.
I pulled out the camera and got several shots straight on of the Regal. It's a dramatic view, and even though we're not sailing, it's still something to see her up close like this. After getting those last looks, we headed back along Harborside to 22nd Street, also called Kempner, for a quick Starbucks break before exploring the Strand. We pulled into the parking lot right next to Starbucks. Plenty of open spaces today, which was a nice surprise. After placing our orders, we grabbed a couple of seats outside on the patio, which overlooks both Harborside Drive and the port. It's actually a great little spot to relax and do a bit of ship watching, even on a quiet cruise day like this one. One fun surprise, holiday cups and flavors had officially arrived. Even though it was just early November, everything felt a little more festive with those red and green cups, and all the seasonal favorites back on the menu. With coffee in hand and a front row view of the harbor, it was a nice pause in our day, and just what we needed before heading into the historic streets of the Strand. Now we're cruising through one of the most iconic parts of Galveston, the Strand Historic District. This area dates back to the 1800s and was once known as the Wall Street of the South, thanks to its thriving businesses and impressive architecture. A lot of that historic charm is still intact today, with beautifully preserved buildings, iron balconies, and cobblestone touches that make it feel like you've stepped back in time. As we drive these narrow streets, you'll notice a mix of things: boutiques, candy shops, art galleries, and some really popular restaurants and cafes. The area is especially lively during festivals like Mardi Gras and Dickens on the Strand, but even on a quiet day like this, it still has a ton of character. There are also museums tucked into this part of town, like the Galveston Railroad Museum housed in the building just ahead, and the Texas Seaport Museum just a few blocks away. You'll even find places offering harbor tours and dolphin watching cruises within walking distance. Here there were actually a few people headed to their cruise ship on this morning. What's really great about the Strand is that it's compact enough to walk, but it's also fun to explore by car like we're doing here. You get a good feel for the layout and all the little side streets full of hidden gems. If you're into local history, unique shopping, or just looking for a cool place to wander, this part of Galveston delivers. And don't worry, we'll be back here later in the day to walk around and really take it in. We've got dinner plans in the area too, so you'll get to see what it's like when the sun starts to go down and the Strand lights up for the evening. We'll circle through a few of the main blocks here, soak in the atmosphere, and then head back toward Seawall Boulevard to keep exploring the island. As we wrap up our drive around the Strand, we're headed back the way we came, taking 25th Street south toward Seawall Boulevard. It's a great way to see more of those classic Galveston homes and coastal architecture from a different angle. We'll end this segment right back where we started, near Pleasure Pier. But don't worry, we're not done exploring yet. In the next video, we're taking a drive west along Seawall Boulevard, all the way to the edge of town. It's a beautiful stretch of road with tons of beach access, restaurants, and views you won't want to miss. We'll loop past Moody Gardens, Slitterbond, and eventually back to our hotel. So stick around, there's still plenty of Galveston left to see. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, would you hit the thumbs up, share it with friends, and leave us a comment to let us know your thoughts? We invite you to join us on our website at findushere.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Meanwhile, check out this video next for more travel fun. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our new content. Your subscription is always free, helps us grow the channel, and is always greatly appreciated.